Hey guys, it is Coach Elliott. Today we're going to be going over our second RPO play. Let's get into it. All right, so this RPO, and really this is a series of RPOs. This is a series of plays within a play. It is a little complicated, but once you guys get how we call it and how we block it, it's actually pretty simple. So what we call this play, or this series of plays, is key. So we've got key screens on, so we've got receivers running key screens, which is just one hard step, turn, and show your hands to the quarterback. We've got other receivers blocking for those screen passes out in the flats. And then at the same time, we have inside zone with the tailback called. And so basically how this play is called is we take a look, and so what would happen is, um, probably the easiest way to explain it is, if I were to call this play, I would call 2x2 left key, like I'm turning a key to a car, and hold up the number 1. So the way we have the numbering system in this tells you who is running the key screen. So if I called key 1, the outermost receiver on each side is the 1. So for key 1, that would mean the L is running a key screen and the R is running a key screen. They are key 1. 2 would be the inside receiver. If we had 3x1, say the Y was over here, he would be the 3 receiver. That would be a key 3. Or if we're out of 2x2 and we called key 3, actually no, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll get onto that later. But so I would call the play. We'd go 2x2 left, key, turning the key to a car, hold up the number that we want to, that should be of the guy that should be running the key screen. So we also have the inside zone. So offensive line is blocking this like it's an inside zone. So if offensive line center, if you see a 2x2 left, key 1, that is the same as saying Raider. That is a inside zone right call. So that's a Raider, a Broncos, a Chiefs, whatever you want to call it. So we've got all of these guys making their blocks, 3 steps to their play side gap. 3 steps to their play side gap. This guy's coming up. 3 steps to the play side gap. And 3 steps to the play side gap. Quarterback's reading him. But this is a pre-snap RPO. So pre-snap, myself or the other offensive coaches are going to determine where is the best place to attack the defense. So how I do that, just so you guys understand, is I count how many defenders the defense has in the box. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in the box. So if they have 6 guys in the box, it is more advantageous for us to run the ball. So I would give a signal to the quarterback to run the ball. And usually that signal is, as after I call the play, the quarterback will look over at me, and what I'll do is I'll tap my belly like this. That means hand the ball. We're running the play. We're going to do a running play here. We're going to do inside zone here. If, let's say, for this, let's say the Will backer scoots over in here, and he becomes the 7th man in the box. So if they have 7 guys in the box, we cannot block everyone. So the numbers advantage is actually out here because we have 2 receivers out here. We have the L receiver and the F receiver, 1, 2, versus 1 cornerback. We have a 2 on 1. Well, I want to go where the numbers are. So what I would tell the quarterback prior to the play is we give the play in, and then I'll tell him, all right, we're going to throw it to the left. I'd give him a signal, all right, we're going to throw the ball to the left because we have the 2-on-1 matchup. Because it doesn't make sense for us to run the ball when we don't have a numbers advantage. It doesn't make sense for us to throw it over here because we don't have a numbers advantage. So that's really the idea behind the key screens, is we want to attack where we have numbers. It's a lot more kind of like a basketball offense. If you have numbers, or if you're on a fast break in basketball, it's like a 2-on-1 fast break in basketball. It's how I would describe it to you guys. So that's kind of the idea behind the play, and the kind of the philosophy behind the play and why that play works. So, for instance, this is 2 by 2 left, key 1. So we make the call, we make the determination, and based on where the defense is lined up, we either throw the screen or we run the inside zone. And we read off this defensive end. So this, for instance, would be 2 by 2 left, key 1. So both of the outside receivers, the 1 receivers, are running key screens. The 2 receivers are blocking the most dangerous man, and the tailback is running the inside zone. And based on how the defense is lined up, base is where we're going to go with the football. All right, so let's move on to key 2. Okay, so moving on to key 2, it really does not change that much from key 1. The only thing that truly changes is that now the inside receiver, or the 2 receiver in the numbering system, is now running the key. So we have the 1s are here, 2s are here. We're still running inside zone. We're still counting the box. The L and the R, the guys blocking, are blocking the most dangerous man. So based on how the defense is drawn up in this play, again, so we'll make the call. This would be 2 by 2 right, key 2. So the center would see, all right, key, all right, so that's an inside zone to the left. So that's going to make a Denver, a Las Vegas, a Los Angeles call, an NFL city. That means inside zone to the left. So inside zone to the left, they're taking 3 steps to their play side gap. Everyone's blocking who they're supposed to block. We're not going to block the end. We're blocking this. So based on that, I'll take a look. All right, how many guys are in the box? Right now, there's 6 guys in the box. So our numbers advantage is in the run game. So I would give the quarterback the signal that we talk about, and I'd give the quarterback the signal to run the inside zone. If, like we talked about for key 1, let's say this Sam backer lines up over here. If it becomes a 7-man box, then they've got 7 guys against our 6 guys blocking. So that doesn't make sense to run. But out here, we've got 2 guys out here compared to their 1 guy out here. So that's where I want the ball to go. The basis of this play and this series of plays is you attack wherever the defense is not. If we have a numbers advantage, that's where we're going with the football. So for key 2, we're going to determine that based on that. But for receivers and backs, as far as you know, tailback, if we call key 1, key 2, key 3, key 4, whatever, you're still running inside zone. You are thinking, I am getting the ball on inside zone. That is what I want the tailback to think. If I call key 2, I want the Y and the F thinking, I am getting the ball on this play. I want the L and the R on key 2 to go and block the most dangerous man. All right, guys, let's move in to the next part of this series of plays. Okay, so moving on with our key screens, one of the first things that will happen once we start having success with this play is you will see, let me grab my pen here, you will see these guys, this will backer, this cornerback, this corner over here, and this Sam right here, is they will start to cheat up. They're going to start to cheat up, and they're going to try and pick off this little screenplay right here. They're going to say, their coaches are going to tell them, oh, they're throwing it into the flats, they're throwing it into the flats, and they're going to try and pick this ball off. And if they pick it off, it's a touchdown. So the way we counter that is actually pretty simple. We do our keys and goes. So if they're starting to play up and we're burning them on these screens and they're getting very, very aggressive and they're coming forward, that is a sign to me as a coach that I need to call a key and go. So how I would call that, the way this play is drawn up is we're going to call 2 by 2 left, key 1, and I'm going to pull my hand like I'm pulling the throttle to a boat. That's the go sign. So what that means is if I call key 1, you're still running your key 1. So the R and the L, I called key 1. So we got 2 by 2 left, key 1, and go. So if I called key 1, the one guy in the numbering system is running the key screen. The number one guy in the numbering system is running the key screen. But since I called and go, that means if you were blocking, you are taking 3 steps towards the most dangerous man, and then you are running like your pants are on fire, and you are running a go route. Quarterbacks. How we determine this is, again, we count how many guys are in the box. So let's just say this Will is sneaking over here. They've got 7 in the box. If they've got 7 in the box versus our 6 guys blocking, we're not going to run that. But we've got 2 guys over here versus their 1 guy over there. So what I would tell the quarterback to do is we're going to snap the ball. The quarterback is going to pump fake hard right to this key screen, and he's going to throw it up over the top to the F. And it is most likely going to be a touchdown based on if the defense is playing up and hard. So the main point with this one, guys, is if I call a key 1, you are running the key 1. The only thing that changes with the key and goes is if I'm pulling this and you were blocking, your block now turns into a go route. And with that, you're just, you're coming out like you're going to block 1, 2, 3, and you're running, like I said earlier, like your pants are on fire, and look for the football and get ready to score a touchdown if we complete this pass, because there's not going to be a soul over there to cover you. All right, let's move on to the next part. All right, moving on to the next part. This would be 2 by 2 right, key 2, and go. So the F and the Y. So we've got the L and the R. They're the 1s in this concept. They're the 2s. So it's key 2 and go. So these guys, I called key 2. These guys are still running key 2. These guys were blocking, but now that they saw me pulling back on the throttle, that means they're taking 3 steps like they're blocking, and they are going. Quarterbacks, we still read the box. Offensive line, we're still blocking how we've always blocked it. We're going to do the NFL City call. Everyone's blocking it right. You're blocking inside zone. If the numbers are there, we're going to run inside zone. If the numbers are on the outside to the pass, we're going to pass it. Real simple. After you guys get the hang of this, I think the sky's the limit with this play. It's just learning it and learning how we call it. And so I'm going to go through a number of different slides very quickly. Feel free to pause when you need to and look the play over, but I'm just going to show you all the ways that we can run this play. Okay, so now this is out of 3 by 1 left. So this would be a 3 by 1 left call, and this would be a key 1. So we've got the 1 on each side of 3 by 1, and they are running the key screen, and the other guys are blocking the most dangerous men. Real simple, guys. We're counting the box. I'm giving the signal to the quarterback whether we're going to run it or whether we're going to throw it. One thing to keep in mind is, again, what's that magic number? 7+ yards. If it's 7+ yards off, if this corner's playing 7+ yards off, catch, turn, and throw, taking the free yards. That's really the only thing with 3x1, but it's the same play, guys. So it's just out of a different formation. The rules are the same, the calls are the same for the line, the signals are the same. It's just out of a different formation. So for this play, this would be 3x1 left, key 1, and go. So instead of the F and the Y blocking on a key 1, the L is still running his key 1, the R is still running his key 1. We're still making the pre-snap read. If he's 7+ yards off, we're going to throw it over here. If he's not, then we're reading this side. We're counting the box still, but what's most likely to happen is, again, this team will be playing up. They'll be playing aggressive. They'll be trying to pick this ball off because we'll have been burning them. Quarterback snaps the ball, and if we determine we have the numbers, it's a hard pump fake to the key screen, and then it is over the top to one of these two. For this play, this would be a key 2, so 3x1 left, key 2. And we can run this out of 3x1 right as well, guys. I'm just only showing you left in the interest of time because I don't want to have a 45-minute video if I don't need to. So the 3x1 left, even if it's key 2, I do want you guys to keep in mind, if you are the lone receiver on a key screen, if it's a 3x1 and you're the only receiver over there, I want you to run a key screen, and we're still making our pre-snap read of 7+ yards. If he's 7+ yards off, we're throwing you the ball. Otherwise, we're taking a look. Where are the numbers? So for this instance, in this play, on a key 3x1 left, key 2, the numbers are, they've got 3 guys out there versus our 3 guys out there, so the numbers don't make sense, but we've got 6 guys defending the box versus our 6 guys. So we're going to run our inside zone. We're going to block it perfectly. The center is going to give the right line call, and that's that. Here is an example of 3x1 left, key 2, and go. So we've got, just like our numbering system, 1, 2, 3. He's the lone guy, so he's running his key screen. We're still looking 7+ yards, but it's a key 2 and go. So instead of the L and the Y, the 1 and the 3-man blocking, they are now running their go routes. Quarterback's taking a hard pump fake if we're throwing it. We're counting the box. Quarterback's taking a hard pump fake, and he's throwing it deep if it's there. All right, let's move on to the next play. So this is the most likely what we would run out of 3x1 is a key 3. And I'll spend a little bit more time with this one. So this would be 3x1, 3x1 left, key 3. Key 1, 2, 3. Key 3. These guys are alternating, so this guy's blocking inside, this guy's blocking outside. This key, he's catching the ball, and he is going right up here if we have the numbers. So let's just say, for the sake of the play, this guy's over here. They've got 7 in the box, so we don't want to run it. This guy's playing up on this key screen. So the quarterback's going to catch the ball, turn, and throw. The Y is going to catch, and he's going to run for daylight. All right. So here's an example of key 3 and go instead of blocking. So the key, like I said, guys, if you see a key and your number, you are running the key screen. If you see the go and you were blocking, you are now running a go. So the L and the F are now running goes. The R is still running his key screen because he's on the lone side. And this can be run out of 3x1 right too, guys. I'm only showing you out of 3x1 left in the interest of time. All right, let's move on. All right, moving on to our 2x1 formation. With 2x1 key screen, we are always going to motion the second back or a receiver. So we have the Y receiver and 2x1 left has moved down. So the quarterback, prior to the snap, is going to give him the motion sign, and this Y is going to run a motion over here, but it is key 1 on this one. So this would be 2x1 left, key 1. These guys still have their blocks. He's got over here. He's coming over here. He's coming over here. Notice how there are 7 guys in the box. That means we can't get everyone blocked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 guys in the block in the box, so we cannot get hat on everyone. So the numbers advantage is out here. We've got 3 on 2. So this is where we would go with the football. Here is an example of key, so we 2x1 left, key 1 and go. Quarterback, prior to the snap, quarterback motions the Y receiver. He pump fakes hard because we've got the numbers over here. He's going to pump fake hard here, and he's going to throw it over the top. Rules are still the same. The line blocks this the same. The call is the same. Very simple. We're still looking here pre-snap. I know I'm going fast, guys. If you need to pause and kind of see for yourself and take a second look, please do that. I'm just going fast because I want to show you guys all the ways we can run it, but the rules don't change. So I know I'm going fast, but don't be alarmed. Go back to the beginning, really reinforce the rules, learn the rules, and then these will all start to make a lot of sense. Okay, finally we have possibly my favorite key screen. This is called 2x1 left, key 3. So the way we count this is 1, 2, 3. In 2x1, that's how we're going to count it. This guy is still running his key screen. We're following our 7+ yard rule. Prior to the snap, though, the quarterback's going to motion him. These guys are going to be blocking, and I guarantee you guys, if this linebacker does not follow out, we are going to have all kinds of yards on this comet screen. The quarterback's just going to snap the ball, and he's going to throw it out here, and this guy's got all kinds of room to run. This is a great play. It's a simple play, and I know we've struggled with it thus far, but what I want you guys to do is watch this video multiple times, really soak in the rules, really remember the rules. Remember, these guys are 1s, these guys are 2s, or these guys are 1s, these guys are 2s, these guys are the 3s, or this guy over here is the 3. If we call key 1, you're running the key screen. If we call key 1 and go, and you're the outside receiver, you're the 1 receiver, you're still running your key screen. This is for the guys that are blocking. Offensive line, it's inside zone. We're blocking like inside zone. It doesn't change for you guys. These are multiple plays within a play. It's a series of plays. And I know it's tough, but I want you guys to just study this video as much as you need to until you get it down. Go back to the beginning, really learn the rules. And if you need to ask me a question, go ahead. I know this seems complicated, but once you guys learn the rules, it really is quite simple. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.